For therapy, for purpose, for family.
Your destination has arrived.
Broadcasting to you from the creation station, from nation to nation, tribe worldwide, we are Tribe Strong. Welcome to WIP Wednesdays at Wowwy'z Workshop. Brought to you by Two Brothers, One Vision.
Why, hello, everybody. Why, hello. You have made it to the Wowwy'z show. WIP Wednesdays. Wowwy'z Workshop. How is everybody doing? Hey, Perry the woodcarving wizard just slid in. Right after Baby's Kisses. How you doing, Mrs. Kisses? Old Scott from Dad, he slid in at number 1 with Rhinestone right on his heels today, guys. We have Hobo Jack is in the house. We got Grumpy, we got Eep Jen, we got Trevor from Captured Memories. Sorry. We have a great little pre-live show party going down. Aiden popped in to say hello and good night, because it's very, very late in Ireland. Tribe worldwide. We are Tribe Strong. We got Eep Jen in the house. My goodness. And I love what Eep Jen said. Hello, favorites. Hello, Eep Jen. You are a favorite too. Yow! Can you guys hear me okay? I guess I should say, hey? Ah? Woo? Eh? What does Grumpy say? Jen says, well, hi Perry, hello Tribe. Hey, Lane is in the house. How you doing, Lane? Making sure I didn't miss anybody. Grumpy said, sounds good. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Grumpy. Being my sound check number 1. I'm looking at my face on the screen here. It looks like I'm a little bit off kilter pink, but hopefully that'll straighten up. You see, you guys, today I streamed straight from OBS instead of setting it up on my phone beforehand. And when I'm setting up the stream, it asked me about latency and stuff. I just hit regular, hoping that it meant regular to what I normally stream at. Because all of those settings and stuff, that's when it gets crazy for old Wowie. And so I'm trying to do it so that the algorithm will see that it's coming from a streaming software and not from mobile, because I have a weird thing there. When I set it up on my mobile, it's expected to see a phone, but it's not. And then I'm thinking about it and thinking maybe that has to do with some of the blocks that I work within, right? with old Algae the algorithm. Hey, where is that frickin' Algae the algorithm hamster? Let's take a look at her. There she is. Right frickin' there. There's Algae. So yes, folks, I'm trying to appease Algae today by starting it from a different way, in a different manner. Okay? So that is what I did differently. Now, I am just going to, I'm just, I have a silent prayer inside saying this is all just going to go fine. So, I hope you're doing well, Lane. Dad, Trevor, yep. I hope I didn't miss anybody, because I do not like getting missed. So we got a great turnout from the tribe, you guys. Oh, man. I sure love you, folks. You guys are my people. You guys are my tribe, my family, my people. So yes, well, I guess I jumped into all the views there pretty quickly, because I just wanted to show off Algae. Go back here so I can address you folks formally and properly. And this is for all the ladies out there. For all the ladies, top of the day to ya. Baby Kisses says alligator. There you go. Much love right back to you, Mrs. Kisses. This one's for you, sweetheart. Or darling, I like to say. Hope that's okay. Call the ladies darling. The Matrix. I'm not sure about the Matrix. All right, you guys. So, everything sounds good, doing good. Too hot today to be in the tool shed, but later on, hopefully I can get out and cut some basswood cutouts to carve later, says Perry, the wood carving wizard. I feel you, brother. I am already cooking in here. It's one of the hotter days of the week, I guess, on Vancouver Island. We're not scorching as much as parts of the world. Some of the, over in Europe, they've been getting just slammed with the heat, as with southern states. It's just nuts. It's nuts everywhere. We've been hot, but we haven't been like, it'll say that the forecast will say 25 to 27 Celsius, and then it feels like 31 to 32 or something like that. But the folks in the other areas, it's like 35, 36, 37, feels like 45, It's freaking crazy. So I'm sure it's probably hotter where you are, Perry, than here. Is LaRue in the house? I'm not sure. Where are my manners?
LaRue is in the house. In the VIP. LaRue is in the house.
Oh, yeah.
In the VIP.
Watch
He's
everyone.
watching everyone.
So don't be playing with me.
Do not be fucking with me.
LaRue is in the house.
Oh, sorry for swearing.
In the VIP.
Ow! LaRue is in the house in the VIP, and he's got his eye on you folks. Watch your P's and Q's. If you'd be so kind, my brother is in the house. Speaking of moderators, here's Darren. How's it going, brother? I love you, man. How are you doing today? Lane says he's working on a new hogwort and taking my time for once. It's been in the upper 90s here, and I'm carving outside, so slow going, says Lane. You be careful, sir. You stay cool and keep drinking. People think that just putting a fan on you or an air conditioning fan, that you have to keep your insides cool. So drinking water is the top, colder water, not freezing cold. You don't want to shock yourself, but that's the best way to keep your organs cool. And we all have to think about these things, man. We're not fricking around here. Darren 2B1V is in the house. I sure miss him. But I talked to my mom the other day, and she asked if I could come and hang out with old Darren and Banjo, that's his kitty, on the weekend, because my mom and Will is my stepdad, they have a date. So when they have a date night, I go over and I, watch the fort, hold the fort with Darren in case anything happens, and so he's not there alone. And then we get to catch up and hang out and just have boy time. Frick, man. I don't know if you guys are into UFC, but on the weekend, it was Conor McGregor's return to the UFC. So I had to. I didn't make any plans with anybody because I had a preset plan with Doobie for her family. Her Auntie Denny was having a barbecue, but it wasn't. It was lasagna cooked. Anyways, had all the family over for lasagna because a couple of their cousins were there, and Katie and Colleen had to meet their cousin, her special partner. You know, one of these things. So I went there and I sat there for as long as I could hack it. But I tell you guys, just sitting stagnant, you know, I can get up and move around, but just having to sit for too long, that's what wipes me out the most. It fucking hurts. Sorry. If anyone is watching, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I sat there, and then I was like, yeah, I gotta go. So my stepfather, Randy, drove me home, because they just lived over in Brentwood, not too far. So Randy drove me home, so Doobie could stay with her cousins and hang out, because she always has to leave early because of me. And so I got home, and I was like, oh, shit. Well, I kind of did it in my head, and I'm like, well, that UFC, I might have missed the first couple of fights. So I said, frick it. And so I hit it, and it was $70. And then, and it did give me the option to start from the very, very beginning, which was nice, because before, when you do live things like that, you got to cut you right in there. But then I watch it, and Conor McGregor gets frickin' hurt, the main fight, within 10 seconds. He goes flying out there, being a frickin' hyper frickin' idiot, and he blew out his knee doing this big, huge flying kick. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you do follow UFC, have seen it in reels and everything. Hey there, Stephen S. Carvings is here. How you doing, Stephen? Thanks for coming, brother. Tarek is in the house. How you doing, Tarek? Oh, Lane says there's also a 100,000 acre fire near us, making it smoky. Oh my God, Lane. You guys be safe, man. Dad, it was 93 degrees out there where Scott was. You just stay cool. Get in the house. Get your cold water and your fans and the AC. Just watch old Wowie. Take a break, all you frickin' carvers. Sit back and watch old Wowie. Make an ass of himself. And I sure do appreciate you being here, man. H2O says, Lane, that's right. Trevor says, our first day under 30 in the last week. Good for our Wednesday night motorcycle club ride. Right on, Trevor. I'm glad you're going to have a good night with the motorcycle club. Thank you for coming, man. Really appreciate it. Yep, talking about riding. Dark is here, but diddly do. So yes, I got cut off there, but on my jamble. But yeah, I would have wanted to watch it, but I'm actually glad now that I didn't make big plans. Well, I couldn't make plans because I had prior family stuff to do with Katie's family. But if I had made plans and had my brother and Josh, well, we probably would have went to my brother's house to do it. And then that happened. You know, the main event, it's over in 8 seconds because we all would have been so upset. So I'm like actually thanking the universe that I was by myself, you know, I might as well just burnt $70 and had a little campfire. But hey, that's okay. They're talking about motorcycle riding and stuff. Oh, wow, we ain't riding nothing no more. I would like, that alien looks like it's a little bit bright up there. Let me see. I've thought about, if I ever get, when I get, you know, rich people money, because it will happen. It will happen. I got things, I'm manifesting stuff freaking left and right, you guys. And I'm just getting going. The clearer you get, the more in tune with the universe you get. The universe is like a working mechanism. It don't matter how much you plead and stuff. You got to get into the right frequency, and then once you do, the manifestations start to happen because the universe just works. It works in a certain way, and once you get in tune with it, when you ask, you receive. It gives. It's just like a machine working the way it's supposed to. Okay? And I'm finding that the clearer, it's more sober and clear I become, because I don't drink anymore. I use marijuana for my back pain, but, you know, my mind is so clear now, and the majority of what I drink is just water, you know? But I'm finding that, my goodness, man. You know, all those years I just frickin' doused my capabilities in that stuff, and I sure regret it, but at the same time, I'm so happy that I'm realizing these things now, before it's too late, you know? Lane says, that's why I don't pay for fights. Yeah, man, I wish I had followed that. But it was because it was Conor McGregor, right? And it was like a blast from the past. You know, brought back the younger years when we were really into UFC because we were scrappers. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. We were scrappers when we were young. My brother and myself and our wild and out friends. Yes. Well, brother, it's cousin Vinny. I got your package. I'm driving home, so I'll be watching and listening. Hopefully, be chatting soon. That's awesome. Thank you, Vincent. Because I've been wondering. I saw that yours got delivered on Monday, and that Shauna's got delivered Monday. So I'm still waiting to hear from her. I'm hoping that she's okay with everything that she got, or maybe she's not at home right now or something, or has to go to the post office. I'm not sure. I don't bother people when they got something coming for them. I just wait and just hopefully that it makes it there. So thank you for confirming, Vincent, and I hope you know I couldn't send much. Like I got so much on the go. I would love to be able to send carvings and stuff to everybody, but I'm doing what I can, bro, and I'm glad it made it to you. And much love to you, brother. You deserve it. Yes, cousin Vinny's in the house. That's awesome. Because you guys all deserve it. You all deserve it. And I'm going to, do my very, very best to always show that. And like I say before, that old Wowie is, you can only ramble-jamble so much about what you like to do for people and stuff. But then it comes time to where the frickin' rubber hits the road. And you do it to it. You do it frickin' to it. Just like this, right here. Let me give me the two mains here. You do it to it. See that, folks? That's the round to it. Official round to it by Two Brothers One Vision. And I'm actually in talks right now with a pack member who's doing some of this laser work. Okay? And we're working out possibly getting some more of those keychains made. But this time, I hope it works, because it's RJ Chase from the tribe. He's been a carver for a long, long time, since Carving Fusion days. Since I first found Carving Fusion, I found RJ and stuff. RJ was actually an admin for Kindred Spirits for a little while. And he's just a really, really good friend, a good brother. And now that I know that he's doing this engraving stuff, I would much rather give him, like, the gentleman I had doing it was actually, I believe, from the UK, and so I have to worry about the shipping and stuff. But it's just the way it goes. If one of your immediate friends and pack members starts doing something, you want to give them the business. So I offered that to him, and he's going to test out his capabilities there and see if he can hook us up. So the round Tuits may be coming back, you guys, and those will be in prize packages and whatnot. Yeah. Thank you, Vincent. You just drive safe, brother. And thank you for confirming. I really, really appreciate that, man. I appreciate it when people let me know. Because I worry. I freaking worry about that stuff. So, what have you been doing, Wowie? Well, I've been busy, you guys. I know that the show says finishing up prior WIPs, right? Because last week, at the end of it, this was our little sweetie, our little gnome door blung hanger, right? At the end of last, I couldn't put the hinges on because I didn't have a screwdriver that small, so I had to buy a specialty screwdriver set. I believe the thing on Amazon, it says it's for laptops. I don't know, I got this weird set that has these little tools in it for like taking apart laptops. But I just needed the small screwdriver, right? So I got the hinges put on. Hope you guys like that. But I know right now, because of my OCD eye, that this one here is about a millimeter off from this one. But hey, welcome to the hell that is Wowie's brain. And so I carved the window in deeper, and then I touched the whole plaque up. I just took some aniline dye, some dark green aniline dye, and then I took this So I would paint the dye on my shop rag, and then I'd take my shop rag, and then I wiped it on the wood. So it just gave it just a little green, but that popped so well with the brass, right? And so then you go in here, and I painted the edge, but it didn't look right. I needed that darkness, like the darkness from it being far in there, right? And old. You want it to look old and weathered. So then I went in there with Minwax stain, and then just like feathered it up the edge until I met the green, and then it blended, and then that, bang, that pops. That's the way I want it to look. But we're not finished yet. No, no, no. That is not the end. Next comes the fire inside. That is going to be a little party happening in this gnome home, right? So I have this stuff. This is from, I was talking about Michael's, you guys. Old Michael's sucks Wowie in, and he spends all of his monies. But this one, I don't know how well that's coming through on the, no, I gotta remember that you guys see better than I think you do with this light. Now, this is mixed metal. So there's blues and oranges. And usually I'll use copper leaf to go inside, but this, with all of these brass feature pieces, I just felt like, I don't know, the copper just didn't work right in my mind. I was going to do it solid brass, like gold leaf. But then I was looking through my leaf stash, and I found this stuff, and I was like, no, this is what we're going with. That's going to look fucking neat. And sorry, there I went and swore. I've sworn twice already. But yeah, we're going to use this, and I'm thinking maybe down here with these ones. That just looks neat to me, so I'm just thinking of a heart shape, right? So what we'll have to do is paint this, and this here is adhesive, metal leaf adhesive, okay? It's basically a really, really super sticky, tacky white glue mixed with a water. It's watered down, but this stuff is like, I know people say they can make their own, but this stuff, I don't know what they do, but it's way stickier than just regular like Elmer's white glue and water. So this stuff, you paint it on, and I'm just right at the end, so I'll use the end of it. You paint it on, and then you have to wait 30 minutes to achieve optimum stickiness, okay? So while we're doing that, we'll paint it on, and then for the 30 minutes that it has to get tacky, we're going to work on this bad boy. And this here is from our past live stream as well, and this is wood spirit from my neighbor. Just a new neighbor that I met, but we got to talking in the old yard, and I said, your yard, I always pass his yard, right? Most of you guys probably know my story about this. And I always pass his yard walking Poppy, and so one day I was out there talking to him, telling him how nice he was doing. He's making a big, they got a big oak tree in their front yard, and he's like got little gnome doors and stuff. He's doing a good job to make it look all gnomed out and like magical. And so we were talking about that, and I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm a gnomie. I'm a gnomie from way back. And oh yes, I also got to tell you guys, I don't know if you remember, but last week I effed up, and I did the signature first, and then when I flipped it around and figured out what I had done, my signature was upside down. The two brothers on vision. So, and Pete made a good point that, well, if you just go like this, it matches. If you flip it that way. But my brain will never, I'm like, well, what happens when they flip it this way? Right? So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, no, what I'll do is I'll do the Wowwy'z Workshop with the heart, and then one of those, because I love these things. Don't know what they're called, but I always use that thing. And then it's like, by two brothers, one vision. Hey, how does that look? Well, we fixed it. I still can't believe I did that. Putting it upside down. Larry, you're not old enough yet, but when you reach a certain age, you need readers. And when you wear readers, you'll have the tiny screwdriver kit. I see, okay. Yeah, I do have a couple little sets, but for some reason, those tiny sets never have a Robertson. They always have a star, they always have a flathead, but they never had the Robertson in the tinies. And so I had to buy the actual little kit. So also, yeah, also there were 2 nails here that poked through, so I cut them off with my little one of these. You can't see it anymore. It says Dremel Easy Lock. This was a little system that they had way back. Darren remembers these because it was when we were working in the underbelly we started buying these. But that is really good for cutting little things like excess nails and screws and stuff. But you can see I'm almost through that blade, and I think they discontinued the whole Easy Lock. So like everything in the workshop, Wowie holds on to it with everything he's freaking got. So I can't handle cashing things in before their time. You know, the old and discarded. That's what Wowie is. You know? Eep Jen says, Vinny! That's right. Oh, cousin Vinny's in the house. He got his package from Wowie. So is everything looking okay so far, you guys? Like, as far as the stream goes and stuff? Because I'm hoping that I did it right. And then for future weeks, I'll have a bigger turnout for the watch time. And then last week, I worked on Edith. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I streamed from the vertical because I was like, yeah, I got to get back. Back before I started doing the OBS show, my vertical streams were in the upper thousands, like 7,000, 5,000 views, 9,000 views on a couple of them. And then I switched over to this, and then it went to like 100. And so I'm trying to figure out which way to do it properly that the algorithm likes it best, right? I guess. So I'm trying all my different options here, and I just hope that everything's looking all right and I got the settings right. Lane says, yes, sir. Well, that's good. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Hey, there's Miss Francis. Hello, Miss Francis. That's for the ladies. How you doing, sister? Thanks for coming. Damn, we got a good turnout today, you guys. Tribe worldwide. We are Tribe strong. And in case you didn't catch it, this one's for Stevens S. Carving's missus. And I wanted to say also, you guys, this is on a serious note. DeLon Robbins, most of you guys know him from his woodworking channel. DeLon lost his brother. I believe I saw the post was July 4th. It was when he posted it. I don't know the exact time it happened, but I just wanted to say much love to you, DeLon. I don't think you watch these, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm thinking of you, man, and much love to you and family. I'm very, very sorry. My deepest condolences. Losing my brother is one of my utmost worst fears that exist in my life. So I can't imagine it, man. I wanted to say, DeLon, I love you, man, and hold strong. Hold strong. Hey, Michael S. is here. How you doing, Michael? Thanks for coming, brother. Hey, Rhinestone Suzanne. Go! Sending prayers to DeLon. That's right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lane. How you doing, Rhinestone? And speaking of Tribe, Rhinestone did a hell of a job. Her first public chainsaw carving event. Very, very proud of you, sister. And you look frickin' in the old USA garb. That looked awesome. The garb. I think that's the right word for clothing. But yeah. She looked the part. Ping. You got the ping. The AOK from Wowie. So yeah, guys. So while we're letting this get tacky, I'm gonna on this here. I know it's hard to see. Well, I might be able to get you guys to see. Let me see. Now, if you look on this side of the nose, it's about 1/8 of an inch higher than that side when you look from the bottom up. So I got to make that match because it just don't look right. It looks like it's turning too much this way for my head. And so once I get that part down, I'm going to go in one more time and really, really get those cavities, because the deeper and darker you can get those eye cavities, the more effective it'll be. Lots of people will look at this and they think it's closed eyes. They don't understand that that's the eyes back there. That's the way of doing a wood spirit, right? And I don't want that. I don't want there to be any mistaking on what they're looking at, right? But we'll go in there. We're going to fix that side of the nose. We're going to go in there, make sure that those are as deep and as dark as I possibly can. And then that's going to be pretty much it. I think like that's a really, really cool way that Wowwy'z and Two Brothers One Vision style. So before we get going too far, when we get that sticky shit done, we're going to burn the 2B1V on the back of this. I carved it all nice and sanded it so that we can also add some hanging hardware. I'll just use the same hanging hardware as I used on the back of this. Easy peasy. I'll put it right above the 2B1V. And then it'll just be those little tiny touches, and those two pass WIPs will be done and off. And we can start focusing on new, fresh projects, right? Michael Jen says, Michael, did you get my sticker? Yes, congrats, he said. Dope. Yes, you're welcome, Rhinestone. You deserve it. You all deserve it. Hey, Chris Behringer's in the house. Wheels, you guys. Wheels from Kindred Spirits. One of the admins. How's it going, Chris? How? Joe! Yeah. I get so freaking excited when the admins come. It makes Wowwy'z day, let me tell you. And he's in the UK, so it's late right now. I appreciate you staying up and popping in, man. Please hit that like. Algie loves likes and subscribes from over across the pond. Oh, my goodness, does she ever like them. All these things are like different flavors for Algie. She gets a different one. She gets different flavored yogurt drops. She gets different flavored pellets. It's a very, very complex system. Shut up, Wowie. Thanks for popping in, Wheels. Really, really appreciate you, man. Full mod squad is not bad. Finally got some MRI done. And what, did you get the results? Or you just got it done and now you're waiting, sir? Vincent, 20 more minutes. Hopefully we'll be chatting with y'all. Darn traffic. Hello again, everybody. Cousin Vinny, you just get home safe, sir. Oh, Eep Jen's just talking about stickers. I hopefully will be sending... Well, it's now that Eep Jen and old Grumpy are hanging out. You crazy kids. Oh, my God. Kisses with the hearts. And I'm just kidding. But that makes me really, really happy that you guys are hanging out. Okay, not set. No, he's still waiting for the MRI addresses. Okay, the MRI results, sorry. Well, I'm praying for you, man, that things go as best as possible. I know you live with many, many hardships. You're a maiden pain warrior. The stuff that you do every day, you have no idea, but for being on the outside, me watching you, man, you're a freaking hero in my eyes. And I am not exaggerating. Eep Jen, shut up. Grumpy likes it. Ha ha. Grumpy likes it. But yes, what I was going to say is now I can send a package, a co-package. If I would need to send something to Grump, I can send Eep Jen's along with it because they know each other. And I'll just say that. Oh no, Chris! I look up to you big time, brother, and I'm just wishing for the best. Thanks again for popping in. Joe. So yes, guys. Well, you know what? Now since I'm like, let's check it out here. Let's go over to the number one. Well. We'll test this and then see, because you don't really need to see my stupid. This here. Better get that going one more time. We're gonna start off with the OG today, you guys. Now I want to make it so that we can listen to the music and you can hear my silly butt as well. Eat Jen. How does that sound so far, you guys? This Tribe Strong is freaking awesome. You said it, Michael. Tribe Strong. And thank you for being a part of it, man. Very, very much appreciate you, Michael. So how's that with the audio, you guys? Is that nice? Can you hear me okay? Should the music be louder? You just shoot it into the old chat there. I'll listen. I hope the audio is freaking lined up, but that's going to sound just freaking a great mess. Audio good, says Heap Jen. Is that LaRue? LaRue? It is. Yes, that's music by LaRue. Thank you, Lane. He's in the house. So I'll just set the wood spirit down for a sec. And we'll get this on the go. Now, I have to be very, very careful when I'm doing this because any overage on this edge in here, if I go over, the metal leaf is going to go there and it's going to bug me. Now, if I had more depth, I would have totally went in and I would have done undercuts all the way around so that there was an actual space before the back and the edge meet, and then you don't have to worry about edges. Like when I'm doing metal leaf, edges drive me freaking bonkers. And I know it shouldn't, like I shouldn't be so uptight about stuff, but when it comes to art, I don't know, I am. So I gotta paint it on there as best as I can, up to the edge so it's not riding over. And you gotta be careful too because stuff will always kind of soak in and ride a bit. So I just got to be very, very gentle. I'm going to shake this up so I don't have to worry about stirring it. And we're going to get it on there. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Daniel Tharp is in the house. Freaking right, man. I knew I was thinking there was something that I had to talk about here. There's Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Now, you guys. This morning, speaking of Mr. Daniel Tharp, I woke up because I had to do something last night for the new tri bale that I'm making, okay? Now, Daniel sent something, and when you guys see it, it's going to blow your minds because he's a freaking amazing carver and creator, but I couldn't believe what he sent to old Wowie and Two Brothers One Vision. Now, I woke up this morning because last night I had to wait till it was dark to do my closing scenes of the new Tribe Mail video. So I did that last night when it finally got dark, and I did my recording, and then this morning I woke up with my coffee and my cat, and for the first hour and a half, I just sat and edited Daniel. So now I'm just to the point where I have to go through it all before I export it, and then after I export it, I got to watch it from the beginning to the end, all the way every second through to make sure there's no mistakes, because on my last Makers video, there were mistakes after export. Some of you guys will remember that the words got all kind of overlapped on one for 2 minutes in the video. They're freaking bonkers, and I have no idea why, but it happened. So, yes, I gotta proof watch it, and then proof watch it again through the special headphones that I have. And as long as everything's okay, I will do the final export tonight, and I'll be posting it tomorrow, Daniel. Okay? Oh, no, Lane. Yeah, you weren't here last week. So, my brother and I make blung hangers. Now, blung is our jewelry that we make out of recycled pieces, right? So this is a blung hanger. So you see, it's got hangers for necklaces, You hang a necklace from here. You can hang hook earrings from here. It's for hanging your jewelry. So that goes on the wall. And it just, you know, it's a gnome door. So that's what that is, the belong hanger. And then I got the sign, Two Brothers One Vision, Wowwy'z Workshop, good to go. So that was last week's project, Lane. Yes, Daniel. Awesome. And thank you for your patience. Thank you, Lane. Yeah, I showed you guys the gift I got from D on last week's Tribe Mail. And just before I received that from D, I received Daniel's package. And I just gotta say, you know, guys, I'm beside myself with the kindness from you folks. And like I say, I sometimes I question whether I'm worthy or not. Well, I always question whether I'm worthy or not, but putting a little water in there so I can rinse out the brush, because this stuff will wreck it. It's really, really sticky glue. And yeah, I cannot believe, you know, the kindness that has come in from the tribe. Yeah, there's like something red in that. We do not need something pink or red. Now, let's that out one more time. And not only do I just have to, you know, it's not just editing a quick video. When I make Tribe Mail, I make the LaRue makes the music so it matches the featured artist, right? And then I also, hello, you still there? Things got glitchy there. I don't know what happened. What the hell? Don't start doing that. Wayne says he's losing the feed? What the fuck, man?
WIP Wednesday.
Sorry, Trevor. Thank you for popping in, man.
A party for me and you.
You guys are still there?
WIP Wednesdays.
I'm sorry about the glitch.
With art, we will make it through. At Wowwy'z Workshop. By two brothers, one vision.
Thanks for popping in, Trevor. I really appreciate it. Not sure what happened there, you guys. I'm gonna keep on going. Now it's good, says Michael. Don't know why, but it's a bit behind. What the hell? Okay, I just got... Sorry guys, my computer was getting OBS notifications from something in the background, so I think that did that. Okay. Thank you, Michael. I'm just going to keep going and wish for the best. On there. Alrighty. I'll stop and let that get doing its thing. Thank you, Michael. I have to go, says Lane. Much love and Tribe Strong. We'll catch up later, Larry. I really want to see how it turns out. Thank you, sir. Much love, Lane. A little wash. Okay. I'll send this stuff over here. Don't want to get sticky weird shit on stuff. Don't need no sticky weird shit around here. Right, guys? So I'm just going to set this up here while we do our wood burning. They don't run or nothing. So what time is it? 2:48. We got to keep an eye on that. Okay? And now this is here. I use this fan for laying down the metal. So it's 2:48. 25 to 30 minutes, they say. So let's say 10 after 3, we'll do it. Take care, Lane. Thanks again for coming, bro. Really appreciate you, sir. So at 10 after, we'll lay the metal down. And I like to use that fan. That's why that's open. Okay? Next, we are going to do the wood burn on the wood spirit. Seems okay. This seems okay. Yeah, I don't know what was happening in the background, but because there was a latency setting when I was doing this setup, and I didn't know what to do, so I just hit normal. I hope I didn't F up that way, because there's low and super low, and I can't recall. Like when I set this all up on OBS, I did it by following, a YouTube channel that was telling me how to do it. So I got it to a point that it worked, and I was just like, I ain't touching nothing. I am not touching nothing. Old Perry the wood carving wizard helped me out, get it all set up, and I've just left it that way. Okay, now I gotta refocus the fan there, because you gotta be careful when you're wood burning stuff. Okay? You don't want the little embers flicking around your creation station and burning on stuff. Okay. Let's go again. I don't know if you guys remember from past times, but I got a little way of doing all this. I use a certain pen to get my B done. Got a little ball there for the things on the end that we do for Two Brothers on Vision. And then I also need my little guy for okay. And then I always use one of these for straight lines. Yeah, I got a weird system. Basically use four different beds to get the job done, but they each do their own thing. Okay. I think I will do the hard part of the tube first. Here. All my holes. Make sure if you're working on a suction box or a carving box, make sure you cover your holes if you're doing any wood burning. You do not want no embers getting in there. Whoa, folks, you do not want that. Sorry if I'm doing weird shit. I'm making sure that it's still on the screen. My goodness. Well, this is going to be kind of fucking weird, but I'll do my best. Here we go. This is really soft back here. whole like carve has been funky wood. This one, as many of you guys know, Wowwy'z a driftwood carver. Free wood is the best wood, right? So you never know what you're getting. But for me, I kind of like that. Just in the way that it's like a mystery. Okay? And I was also going to say there that when I'm making the tribe mails, thru makes the music special for the people, because not only are we showing what the folks have sent, but we feature the creator, right? So it gives me a chance to like feature the work of the tribe. And I love that, you know. I love being able to feature other people's work. And I'm always going to love doing tribe mails because of that reason. Probably my favorite videos to make. And I know it's a kind of a hard one, because if you're not part of the tribe, you know, I don't know if people are interested, right? But for me, it's my favorite. For this one, for making the bee, you gotta have her frickin' on 10. Turn her to 11 if I had it. Here we go. Back, that, there we go. That's a pretty good one. That's a good one. Now turn that off, and then I go back to that one I just had on. Just the fix that little bit of the bee on there. Like that. And then the very end one is to represent two. I'm going to put that down so it's going to burn the board. To represent the two brothers in Two Brothers One Vision. You know, on our logo, there's two dots on either side, and that's to represent the two brothers and their individuality, right? Heck yeah, Wowwy'z, says Michael. The chat got a little bit quiet there. Are you guys still getting me okay? Sorry to bite you. Now I'm worried. Okay, here we go with the dots. One. How's that for a 2v1v, guys? Yo! Alrighty. You gotta be careful, but at the same time, we're sure you can cool down quick, and that's cool. I like that. I put them all up here. I got a special shelf for all my wood burning pens. I always touch them with my finger first. Are you guys still with me? Somebody say something in the chat. Make sure that we're still going here. There. Can somebody just say something in the chat so I know you're still there? Something? Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Ooh, that's a little bit warm. Oh, be careful, Wowwy'z. Be careful, bud. Alrighty. Okay. Signature done. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to put the hanger on until I've done that little bit of carving that we got to do. And we still got 10 minutes. Well, no, I can do it. I'll put the hanger on because we have 10 minutes. Gotta use this time wisely. Screws. Get the screws. Get my hanger. Hey, Aubrey's there. They must be napping, says Michael. Thank you, Aubrey. Oh, Daniel's still here. Said he's drawing something up in Lace's style that she inspired him. Thank you for being here, Aubrey. I'm doing my best. Sorry if anything techie goes wrong. Did a different style I'm setting up today. I don't know if I got my latency set on the right setting. Frick sakes. But ain't nothing that you can do but just do your best and carry on, right? As all of our folks across the pond like to say, just carry on. Keep calm and carry on. Love you, Ob. I was actually going to message you because I wanted to make sure that old Beaters got her box and that she liked everything. I haven't heard from her. I hope she likes everything. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay. 10 after 3, so we got 10 minutes. Put this hanger shit on here. I'm going to put it there. So I'm going to do a couple little spots here with the awl. I'll use it all the time. Yes, you guys, that's my cousin. Thanks for saying hi to Aubrey. Alright, that looks about good to me, you guys. This is so hard to. The long pitches. Out of this world. This one looks great. Okay. Grab some screwdrivers. Love you, Aubrey. Thank you for putting it on and hanging with me in the background. I sure do appreciate it. As does Algie and LaRue. And Two Brothers, One Vision 2. Wait, see how it's like rocking? Driving me crazy. Get that on there. Nice, nice. Alright, so nice. That's done. And after it's going to get pushed down a little bit while we're doing this work on it and stuff on it, but I can fix that later. You just take a flathead screwdriver coming from like this end, and then give it just a little bend this way, right? And that'll pop this out farther. Okay, well that's done. Now, I'm going to make sure, good and damn sure, that we are ready. Hey, Michael's back. Hi, Aubrey. Thanks for coming back, Michael. Your tunes make work better. Well, thank you, Aubrey. It's good to know that some people out there appreciate old Wowie and old LaRue. I'll go this way so you guys can see him better. Okay, gotta have some water here. We're at 3:05. 5 minutes. I better open this at least to get it ready. Burn some of those mints off. Yeah, old Michael's, man. Craft Disneyland. It sure gets me in the wallet when I do get to go. But like a lot of you guys know, I don't get into town too often, so pretty safe that way. Okay. So get out. Okay, leave that to the side. Making sure that we're all good there with the latency. Gotta be good with the latencies, guys. Don't mess with the latencies. We're at 3:06, okay. Well, for that last 4 minutes here, I'm just going to get myself set up here with the this stuff. So I know I'm going to be carving in those eyes deeper. So I can get rid of that Kutzall Burr there. We are Kutzall affiliates here, folks. So if you use the link that are down below, it gives the channel a little tiny kickback. And what we do, and you'll get paid. Did you notice my fancy dancy wrist thing there? Well, that's my Klein tools thing. Now, that's why I go right backwards. This is down below in my links that I like to call the basement. Links are in the basement. But this is really, really cool. And last night when I was hanging up, rearranging my things in the All of Creation, this came in really, really handy because I had the screws and nails that I needed right on hand, ready to go. It's a really cool thing. But yes, Kutzall affiliates, so if you buy anything from Kutzall, because that's the main carving burrs that we use, the channel gets a little kickback, and that comes right back to you wonders. Anything that we make from the affiliate program or the Amazon Associates program that we're also a part of, it goes back to you guys, to the wonders, for stickers and prizes and all those fun things. Alrighty? So you'll see there's links down below for different tools that we use on the channel. And then also, if you just take the cut, you go through the Kutzall affiliate link, all of the Kutzall stuff is there, and the discount is applied at checkout. But just using our link gets you automatically eligible for that discount. All right. Now that I got all that said and done. Oh, hey, Perry's Emporium is here. How you doing, Perry? I may have the Alpha Gal thing. Oh, you mean the, oh, do you mean, oh, Grumpy's still here just watching. Nice work, says Michael. Thank you, sir. They're watching from the big TV. Okay. Yes, I hope Vinny didn't get a ticket. Jesus, old Vinner. Old cousin Vin. So we're set up for that. So I'm going to take that big carbide ball and I'm going to go underneath there. Like I was saying, I want to make those as deep and dark as I possibly can. And I'm going to make sure up here too. It's all about that shadow play, right? In the end. Pretty good here, but I do want to go in a little bit in there. Just for a little bit of the overhang. And I'm going to switch over to either by Kutzall over right here to this Typhoon, and we're going to fix this side of the nose. And then we're going to be caught up on him. That comes after we're done doing the metal leaf. Okay? So let's get our gnome home back here. And I can see a good way of knowing with this sticky stuff, glue, is when you don't see the white anymore. And it's just got like a bit of a reflection. See how there's that little reflection there in the light? Thank you, Radstone. Really appreciate it, sister. Rhinestone's got the #1 crown thing next to her name today. Okay. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So, take your metal leaf. Wow, this is very, very hard to get off. What is happening with my metal leaf, folks? It's supposed to like come off of the, here we go. Well, I'm just gonna do the best I can. Come on, you gotta do better than that, guys. Jesus, come on. I wanted to put it in there with one sheet, but it ain't gonna happen. So it's just gonna be a mixed metal kind of, that's fucking stupid, man. Something's wrong with it. Maybe just too old, I don't know. It's been in there for years upstairs. know the joys of live television, eh, guys? Well, that looks kind of funky. What do you guys think? Well, Vincent says, heck no, because Vinny's got connections with the cops. Of course you do. I got judges in my back pocket, says Vincent. Thanks for coming back, Cousin Vinny. Well, you guys, that went in not like I planned it to. But a thing with metal leaf is that you can always go over it. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Does that look kind of cool? Like the shape of the heart is perfect. Looks amazing, says Vinny. Nicely done, says Michael. I was worried because all the lines aren't running right, but does that come across better in the... No, I think that's fine. I'm not going to... I can't believe that happened with this freaking metal leaf, man. I'm supposed to just gently lift off of the... off of the thing. Back over here. Carrying on. I have no idea why that did that, but like I said, if it bugs my brain too much, frick it. I'll redo it. But for right now, I think that looks pretty cool. Just wanted the effect like there's a little party going on there in the background, right? In the old Nomi house. Okay, so we got that done with the signatures all fixed. Joe! Put that there and look at it a little bit. Yeah, that works. That works. Now we'll have to figure out what's destined for that little piece. That little Nomi Delio. Or who is destined for it, I should say. Oh, is your oldest daughter a police officer, Vinny? That's handy. Remind me to never piss her off. Yo! But my wife, Doobie, Spooky Doobie, is her nickname. Catherine is her real name. But her dad, Mr. Randy, was a detective. He was a patrol officer, and then he went to sex crimes. Getting the creepers, the real creepers, the real criminals. You know, all criminals are real criminals. But you know what I'm saying? To me, that's like the ultimate job of a police officer is looking after the innocent, right? I'm just pushing this all down so it's like as glued as it can be. Yeah, that looks neat. Don't be too hard on yourself, Wowie. You can't control all your stupid Martha Stewart's frickin' crap, goddamn gold leaf, metal mixed leaf. It's not your fault, Wowie. Okay? She lives in North Carolina near Michael S. and Eric. Oh, cool. Yeah, there it just looks like scattered light. Awesome, thank you. My oldest daughter is... Okay, yes, the name has made a comeback. Yes, Michael the Chevy. Okay, they're just talking about stuff that we don't quite understand, but that's okay. We said keep going. All right, guys. Now we're going to. Okay, the first thing I did was put on that carbide ball because I'm gonna. Let's just don't do that, Wowie. I'm gonna do this right. We gotta do the carbon fusion spider check on my PPE here, and I will just put. I'm gonna put this up safe. Woohoo! Well done, guys. What do you think of that, hey? Now, get serious here. I'll have to turn on the sucker when I do these parts, but it won't be for long, and you're gonna have music. So it's a good time. Thank you, Miss Francis. I really appreciate that, Miss Francis. Thank you. Big hearts go to you, Miss Francis. This morning I was a fat guy under a truck putting on running boards, LOL. Oh, the swearing. I can imagine. Vincent. Hey, Jane, how you doing, sister? Thanks for popping in. Tribe strong. Jane is a much beloved member of the Carbon Fusion Woodcarvers tribe and family. I love it when she pops in. How you doing? Hazard is here. How you doing, Hazard? Freaking rights, man. Thanks for coming. We got a great turnout today, you guys. So I was just saying, I'm going to put on the PPE here so I don't get breathing in. You know what happens when I started breathing in that stuff last time? It was no bueno. And then I had a snot nose for like 2 days. I don't know what did that. It must have been just a type of wood. I don't know what this is still. But see how it has those wrinkles up there? Isn't that neat? Like, some people would want to carve that out, but I think that's neat. That's like the wrinkles, the skin of the tree. You can still see it. Can you see it in the... Okay. Hey, Robert, says Vincent. Oh, Robert must be Hazard. Is your name Hazard? Robert Hazard? Sorry, I just have to. I try and learn all of the YouTube names. Yes, please do hit that smash that like button for old Wow. Yeah, I can see that there's still a little bit. Sometimes there's a little bit of a weird latency thing, but I think we're good. I think we're good. Hazard 369. Just saying hello to everybody. Yes, sir. Okay. Nice to meet you. Parking now. Wowwy'z, says Vincent. Nice to meet you on proper first name terms. Hazard. Robert. Wow. Okay. So, I am going to... I guess we can stay on this playlist. It's got a good groove going. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I'm going to turn the mic down. And we're going to get this... Doing good, Jane. Thank you for asking, sister. How about you? Okay, I'll get this carbon part done, and then I'll come back and chat some more.
WIP Wednesdays. A party for me and you. Hey, what's going on today? Down in Wowwy'z workshop. Wowwy'z artists stay to chase the blues away. Down in Wowwy'z workshop. By two brothers, one vision.
for today. And I'm happy with that. And then we got our good old wood spirit here, Neighborly. The Neighborly wood spirit, but it's going to neighbor. So he's ready to go. And you're all cut up. The only thing now, of course, because this never ends, is watchers. I got 3 watchers halfway done sitting here on the ground, staring at me. And actually, there's one right that I can reach. These 2 here. These watchers I still have to carve it all in here, get a cavity made, and then carve it inwards so that I can have gifts for mankind, right? These watchers are guardian wood spirits. These are the good watchers, the ones that protect us, okay? And when you're given a watcher, that is to watch over you, your people, and your home. Like all wood spirits do. This is just Wowwy'z particular kind of wood spirit that I kind of want myself to be my own version of my own special version of a guardian wood spirit. Wood spirits can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, folks. So yeah, that's what I'm going to have. The last 2 WIPs I got sitting here staring at me. And then, of course, I got Judith, the drawing that I still finish for Aiden. And when I'm getting there, we're getting there. As far as the WIPs roll up, that's a good thing. Hey, guys. Oh, there's old Joe. That's the name of the song. Old Joe, Joseph Keller is on a road trip. So I just wanted to say to old Joe, okay, bye later. Have a safe trip with you and the missus. Let's have a great time, you guys. Here's that song for you, old Joe. Yee-haw! Oh, I love my roots. I love my old country roots, man. You'll never take it out. You can take Wowie out of the country, but you'll never get the country Wowie. So yes, have a great safe trip. Also, to Simon and Maria, they're in Poland. And Simon has been sending me pictures in Messenger of some of the stuff he's seeing in Poland. Holy smokes, bad. Look at churches and stuff, carvings everywhere. And I know this from being Norwegian. I have my Norwegian family in blood. That Norway has really, really cool churches like that too, that have like almost like Viking kind of embellishments, the designs, stuff that you see, and then the carvings and whatnot. Really, really funky. So that's to you, Simon Breeds, my good brother, and Maria. You guys have a great, great safe trip. Much love from Wowie and to Brothers on Vision and the entire tribe. You guys have a great time. You deserve it. But yeah, other than that, folks, that's about it for today's show. Not all caught up. If anybody's even still there. I know the shoot's still there. Most folks out and had some to eat and what have you. It's late in the rest of the world, you know, very late across the pond. Bing, bing, bing. So, folks, I think it's going to be her. I'm getting really, really hot. It is, like I say, in the upper 20s, if not 30s. So this creation station is a freaking cooking box that I'm in right now. Making sure that cameras and stuff are working, okay? So with that, I want to wish everybody an awesome evening. I hope there's still somebody watching. As we always say here, there is no YouTube without you. That's the truth of it. That's true, truly thank you for being here and watching. I hope you all have a great, great evening. Oh, there's E-Ben! Still watching on the TV. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to push pause here on the music. I'll put the front face in the way I always do. We made her! We made her, guys! Woo! It was a hot one. And for a while there, I didn't know if we were going to go off kilter with the way I set things up, but thank goodness we made it to the end. Jen says now it's the thing. Oh my goodness. Of course it would, right at the end. Well, I ain't going to mess with it. I think we got pretty good with how we had set it up. I think if I do it again, I set that thing from regular to ultra low, and then give it a go. I'm sorry, guys, there were tech problems. I'm doing my best here. This has been WIP Wednesdays. Go! Wowwy'z Workshop. Be good to yourself, those you love, and your fellow man. We're all in this together, guys. And again, there is no YouTube without you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Daniel, thank you. Much love, man. Be watching for your tribe mail. I'm almost finished. And thank you again, brother. You really touched Wowwy's old heart. And with that, everybody, whew, very, very hot. Wowie out. Much love.